I wasn't born in this country. I didn't grow up in any one particular religion. I have a mixed race background.
She said, I've always been proud of who I am, but it'd be an absolute disservice to say we when I'm not susceptible to the same violence.
And I'm mixed race, and I didn't realize that the family was going to be like a white mother and a black father.
You've always thought these celebrities were white, right? But the truth is completely different. You're going to be shocked when you find out they have mixed heritage, combining both black and white blood. They've always been mistaken for white while carrying a part of African roots within them. So who are they, and what secret stories lie behind their heritage? Get ready to face the shocking truths we're about to reveal about 25 black celebrities who look surprisingly white. 1. Halsey, the child of fate, and a meeting on the Brooklyn Bridge. In 1994, a star with a unique personality was born in Edison, New Jersey, carrying a special mixed heritage. Halsey, Ashley Nicolette Frangipane, not only stands out with her chart-topping songs, but also has a bizarre life story. Her father, Chris Frangipane, was an African-American with some Haitian blood, while her mother, Nicole, was of Italian and Hungarian descent. These two powerful bloodlines combined in a small, potential-packed body, creating a girl like no other. The love story between Chris and Nicole is one for the books, making everyone around them take notice. One afternoon in April 1992, amidst the hustle of people on the Brooklyn Bridge, Chris, a tall, strong African-American man, stood mesmerized by the New York skyline. Meanwhile, Nicole, a blonde, deep-eyed girl with the charm of an Italian-Hungarian, was walking along, capturing the mysterious sights of the city with her camera. A gust of wind blew, and Nicole's red silk scarf flew off her shoulder, wrapping around Chris's face, as if fate had intervened. She rushed to apologize, but their eyes met and sparked something neither of them expected. They didn't say much, but each word from Chris and every smile from Nicole contained a strange connection neither could have imagined. Their passionate love led to a marriage filled with intensity. Over a year later, on September 29, 1994, a girl was born, with golden brown hair, deep-set eyes, and a caramel skin tone. Halsey, a child with the blend of two worlds, strong and delicate. That unexpected meeting on the Brooklyn Bridge didn't just spark a fiery love, but also gave birth to a person who would change the music world around her. 2. Jennifer Beals, the child of timeless love and an incredible mix of bloodlines. Jennifer Beals, famous for her role in Flashdance, is not just a talented actress, but also a symbol of the miraculous blend of two cultures. With mixed African American and Irish blood, she became a living icon of diversity and strength, overcoming all social prejudices. But not everyone knows the romantic story behind this iconic mix. In the winter of 1963, amidst the chilling winds of Chicago, while the streets glowed with neon lights reflecting off the wet sidewalks, two worlds that seemed never to collide exploded in an unexpected encounter. Alfred Beals, an African-American man who had just attended a tense business party, walked the streets looking for shelter. With his sophisticated appearance and thoughtful eyes, he had to battle discrimination to succeed in a field not easy for black people. On the other side was Jean Anderson, an Irish-American elementary school teacher with fiery red hair and deep blue eyes, seeking peace in a small cafe. They happened upon each other while Jean was avoiding the rain. Alfred walked into the cafe, sat down, and their eyes immediately locked. A conversation began, lasting through the rain and across cultural and racial differences. Both felt an undeniable connection, despite coming from entirely different worlds. After that encounter, love blossomed, and their love story culminated in the birth of a girl. On December 19, 1963, Jennifer Beals was born, a girl with bright brown skin, curly hair, and eyes that mixed brown and green, a living embodiment of love and the blend of two cultures. Although Alfred passed away soon after, the story of that fateful rainy night in Chicago remains a beautiful memory for Jean and the beginning of a legend named Jennifer Beals. 3. Wentworth Miller, Love Without Boundaries, creates a star of diverse heritage. Wentworth Miller, the star of Prison Break, is not just famous for his acting talent, but also for his diverse bloodline and unique family background. Carrying a mix of cultures from Africa, Jamaica, Germany, England, the Netherlands, France, Sweden, Syria, and Lebanon, Miller is not only a living testament to integration, but also an icon of diversity in modern society, with his parents overcoming racial barriers to become one. One fall afternoon in 1971, amidst the peaceful setting of Chipping Norton, where the red maple leaves glowed under the golden sunlight, Roxanne Palm, an American woman with blonde hair and deep blue eyes, was enjoying the serene air of Oxfordshire. She was a temporary teacher conducting research in England. At the same time, Wentworth Earl Miller II, an African-American man with dark skin and an intellectual air, sat beneath a large maple tree, reading and reflecting. Despite coming from completely different worlds, Roxanne and Wentworth felt a powerful connection when their eyes met for the first time. Conversations under the maple tree turned into precious moments where they shared their backgrounds, their differences, and the unexpected similarities they never thought about. They quickly married, and on June 2, 1972, a child was born, carrying a unique blend of cultures and ethnicities. Wentworth Miller, with his light skin, curly hair, and eyes blending green and brown, embodied a love that transcended all racial boundaries. Wentworth grew up proud of his heritage, becoming a symbol of integration and a living proof of his parents' love that knew no racial lines. 4. Charlize Theron, the love under the rain, that gave birth to a star with mysterious mixed blood. Charlize Theron, one of Hollywood's most renowned actresses, stands out not only for her acting talent, but also for a colorful family story. Born from the perfect combination of Afrikaner and South African bloodlines, she embodies a love that transcends all prejudices, carrying the dazzling beauty of a woman with inner strength from both her European and South African roots. In 1972, amidst the gloomy atmosphere of apartheid in Benoni, South Africa, Charles Jacobus Theron, a man of Dutch, French, and German descent, faced an unexpected accident. After a heavy rainstorm, his truck broke down in the middle of a vast, muddy field. In the midst of exhaustion and difficulty, he had no idea that, at that very moment, a fateful encounter was waiting for him. Not far away, Gerda Jacoba Aletta Maritz, a Dutch woman with golden hair like sunlight, was painting under a small tent where she often came to capture the beauty of South Africa's nature. Gerda was a passionate artist, but also a strong and independent woman, not one to bow to any prejudices. From her tent, Gerda saw Charles struggling to repair his truck by the roadside. Dropping her paintbrush, she immediately ran over to help. Under the rain, they shared stories of their country and national pride, unaware that this conversation would change everything. 2 years later, in a simple wedding ceremony amidst the eucalyptus fields, they became husband and wife. On August 7, 1975, Charlize Theron was born, a living testament to a love that crossed all barriers. She had golden hair, deep blue eyes, and was a blend of strong European bloodlines and South African culture. Charlize, with this perfect combination, became a vibrant symbol of integration, a shining light in the international entertainment world. 5. Rashida Jones, the child of love, blending music and history. Rashida Jones, daughter of the legendary musician Quincy Jones and actress Peggy Lipton, has become a symbol not only because of her talent, but also because of her unique mixed heritage. She carries the perfect blend of African American and Ashkenazi Jewish blood, an incomparable cultural treasure. On a July evening in 1973, Los Angeles sparkled under the shimmering lights, and in that atmosphere, Quincy Jones, a famous music producer of Cameroonian descent, was igniting the jazz bar with mesmerizing tunes. His music not only touched the hearts of listeners, but also opened a unique story. Peggy Lipton, an Ashkenazi Jewish actress with gentle beauty, walked into the bar after a long day of work. Quincy's music immediately captivated her, not only because of the melody, but because it was the soul of a living being. As Peggy moved closer, an inexplicable connection sparked between them. They overcame all differences, from ethnicity, culture, to religion, to come together with love. In the spring of 1976, their daughter Rashida was born in Los Angeles, possessing the rare beauty of this perfect union. With light skin, warm brown eyes, and a charming smile, Rashida immediately displayed intelligence, creativity, and pride in her heritage. She became a model of integration, a living symphony between art, music, and history. The love story between Quincy and Peggy lives on in her, not just through music, but in every step of a girl growing up with two strong cultures. 6. Troian Bellisario, the convergence of European and African love. Troian Bellisario, daughter of the talented producer Donald Bellisario and actress Deborah Pratt, carries within her a blend of two powerful bloodlines, European and African. She has become a symbol in the entertainment industry, showcasing the perfect combination of beauty and exceptional talent. In 1984, on a movie set in Hollywood where the lights dimmed, two people from different cultures happened to meet, and a strange love story began. Donald Bellisario, a man of Italian and Serbian descent with a commanding presence, directed work like a true mogul. Meanwhile, Deborah Pratt, with a charming beauty, was a strong and talented woman of African, French, and European heritage. She came to the set not just to act, but to fight against discrimination in an industry full of prejudice. They met, and immediately, Donald was captivated by Deborah's sharpness and talent, while she was impressed by his intellect and powerful presence. Just a year later, Troian was born, embodying the magical blend of both worlds. She had deep eyes and the light skin of her mother, alongside her father's alluring beauty. Growing up in Hollywood, Troian always knew she was part of the powerful convergence of two cultures. She stood out not just for her talent, but also as a testament to love overcoming all borders. A love story that began under the Hollywood spotlight and lives on forever. 7. Derek Jeter, from a fateful meeting at a military base to baseball legend. Derek Jeter, the legendary baseball star, is not only famous for his exceptional athletic talent, but also as a symbol of the convergence of two cultures. He carries African-American blood from his father and European blood from his mother, becoming a pride of both worlds. In 1972, at a military base in Germany, the meeting between two people from different worlds created an inspiring love story. Dr. Sanderson Charles Jeter, a resilient African-American military officer, had a determined gaze. Meanwhile, Dorothy Connors, a young Irish and German-American accountant, came to the base to provide financial support to the military families. With golden hair and a bright smile, Dorothy brought optimism and attention to detail in her work. Their love story began with a chance moment. Dorothy dropped a stack of papers, and Sanderson helped her pick them up. Their eyes met, and from that moment, everything changed. Despite coming from different cultures, they quickly found connection in their conversations about family, dreams, and life values. Their relationship overcame all racial prejudices, like a beacon of light in the darkness of society at the time. 2 years later, Derek Jeter was born, carrying both bloodlines, a living symbol of the union between his parents and two cultures. Growing up, Derek inherited not only his father's resilience, but also his mother's optimism and sharpness. He became a baseball legend, not just for his talent, but as a testament to love overcoming all racial boundaries. 8. Ryan Giggs, the football legend and the story of love beyond boundaries. Ryan Giggs, one of the greatest football legends, is not only famous for his masterful ball control, but also symbolizes the beautiful blending of two cultures, African descent from Sierra Leone and Welsh heritage. He embodies the strength and spirit of overcoming barriers between two distinct worlds. The story of his parents begins on a spring afternoon in 1972 in Cardiff, when the stadium was buzzing with excitement during a thrilling rugby match. Danny Wilson, a rugby player from Sierra Leone with a towering physique, was an indispensable pillar of the team. His speed and strength commanded admiration. Meanwhile, in the stands, Lynn Giggs, a Welsh girl with deep blue eyes, was immersed in the vibrant atmosphere. What she couldn't have anticipated was that her gaze would land on Danny. When the game ended, Danny happened to meet Lynn in the crowd, and with a single glance and a smile, they connected. Despite coming from two completely different worlds, they found harmony in their shared passion for sports, dreams, and a mutual desire for exploration, leading them to marriage. 1 year later, Ryan Giggs was born in Cardiff, a perfect blend of two heritages. With his light brown skin and sharp eyes, Ryan became not only a source of pride for his family, but also a living testament to the power of love overcoming racial boundaries. Growing up with the strength of his father and the sharp intellect of his mother, Ryan became a football legend. His story is a powerful message of cultural unity and will forever inspire future generations. 9. Blake Griffin, the child of two worlds and the journey from classroom to NBA. Blake Griffin, one of the brightest stars in the NBA, stands out not only for his exceptional basketball skills, but also as a symbol of the magnificent fusion of two bloodlines, African Haitian and Caucasian. He is not just a sports talent, but also a testament to the harmony between different cultures. Few know that Blake's story began on a hot summer afternoon in 1987 in Oklahoma City, where two individuals from two distinct worlds met and formed a unique relationship. Tommy Griffin, an African-Haitian physical education teacher and basketball coach, was a man with a powerful ability to inspire. He stood out not only on the sports field, but also earned admiration for his resilience and passion. Gail Griffin, a white English teacher with blonde hair and a gentle voice, had just moved to the school and started her new job. She never imagined her life would be entwined in this dynamic world of basketball. But one day, while watching Tommy coach his students, Gail was captivated. It was a fateful moment. Their eyes met, and from there, an unbreakable bond formed. Just 2 years later, Blake Griffin was born, carrying the perfect blend of both worlds within him. With his light brown skin and signature curly hair, Blake became not just a child of love, but a symbol of the fusion of two cultures. Growing up in a sports-oriented environment, Blake inherited both his father's natural basketball talent and his mother's patience and calm demeanor. And when he entered the NBA, he was not just a sports star, but an integral part of the story of cultural harmony and overcoming limits. 10. Maya Rudolph, the child of music with the fusion of two worlds. Maya Rudolph is not only a famous name in comedy and music, but also a living example of the blend of two cultures, Russian and Lithuanian Jewish from her father and African American from her mother. She conquered the world with her talent and the inspiring stories of her unique heritage. It all began in a recording studio in the summer of 1970, where two musical worlds collided. Richard Rudolph, a Jewish music producer with a strong passion for perfect melodies and sounds, was working on a project. Meanwhile, Minnie Riperton, a famous African-American singer with a natural, captivating voice, was looking for an opportunity to showcase her talent. Her high notes not only resonated in the space, but also drew everyone's attention. As they worked together on a music project, an inexplicable connection formed between them. Richard, enchanted by Minnie's voice, couldn't take his eyes off her. Minnie, with her sweet gaze and confident tone, felt a soulful connection with Richard. Their love blossomed not through words, but through music, a language that needed no explanation. 1 year later, in Gainesville, Florida, Maya Rudolph was born. She carried within her the perfect blend of music and two opposing cultures. With her light brown skin and eyes gleaming with curiosity, Maya grew up with a heart that beat to the rhythm of life, a living melody of love and cultural fusion. As she grew older, she became a multi-talented star, from the music stage to comedy, inheriting her parents' talents and proving that love and music know no boundaries. 11. Paula Patton, the essence of love across two worlds. Paula Patton, a talented actress with captivating beauty and emotional acting, stands out not only in the entertainment industry, but also as a symbol of cultural fusion. She carries the bloodline of both African American and German descent, and this heritage has shaped Paula into a strong, intelligent, and determined woman. From the moment her parents met, it was clear that their union would be something unique. In the summer of 1972, Los Angeles, where the sunset bathed the city in golden light, was the setting for the unexpected love story of Charles Patton and Joyce Patton. Charles, an African-American man working in law, was often absorbed in the legal cases, courts, and stresses of his job. Joyce, a German teacher with blonde hair and blue eyes, loved the tranquility and the quiet afternoons with books. One sudden rainstorm caused the small coffee shop where they were sitting to become busy and full of conversation. With her gentle gaze and radiant smile, Joyce immediately caught Charles's attention. Though he rarely showed his emotions, in that moment, an invisible connection sparked. He initiated a conversation with her, and they spoke about life, dreams, and ideals, not about stressful work. Their love quickly led to marriage, and 3 years later, Paula Patton was born, an embodiment of the perfect blend of two cultures. With her light brown skin and determined eyes, Paula grew up in harmony with the strength of her African-American heritage and the calmness of her German roots. As she matured, she carried with her special values, not just achieving success in her career, but also becoming a model of cultural strength. Her story, from childhood to becoming a standout star, is a testament to the beautiful fusion of two different cultures, affirming that love and unity can transcend all barriers. 12. Mariah Carey, the Queen of Music with vibrant mixed heritage. Mariah Carey, the Queen of Music with her extraordinary voice, not only shook the entertainment world, but also became the perfect symbol of an exceptional blend of three cultures. Her roots in African, Venezuelan, and Irish heritage have come together to create a Mariah who is strong, passionate, and creative. But not everyone knows that the love story of her parents is as thrilling as Mariah herself. On a March afternoon in 1965, the winds from the Atlantic swept over Huntington, New York, where a fascinating love story between Mariah's parents was about to begin. Alfred Roy Carey, an African-Venezuelan aerospace engineer, stood gazing at the sky, his soul filled with music and a burning passion for Latin melodies. Alfred loved music so much that he never let it leave him, despite his job taking him all over the world. Then there was Patricia Hickey, an Irish opera singer who appeared on stage like a goddess, with a powerful voice that resonated deep in the heart. She had spent her entire life in the world of classical music, with high notes that seemed to touch the listener's heart. Their fateful meeting happened when Patricia performed at a music seminar. Alfred, who was seeking new inspiration, was immediately captivated by her voice from the first note. That was the moment of destiny, where music and love intertwined in an inseparable longing. A few years later, on March 27, 1969, Mariah Carey was born, with bright, sparkling eyes, light brown skin, and a sweet voice that reflected the perfect blend of three distinct cultures. She grew up in a rich musical environment, where classical and lively music merged, inheriting her mother's patience and passion and her father's strong energy. Mariah's voice, from soaring high notes to warm, deep tones, is proof of the power of combining classical music with Latin music. This wonderful fusion helped her rise to become a global music legend. 13. Logic, the Child of Pain, soaring from two unique heritages. Logic, the talented rapper who carries African and European heritage, has won the hearts of millions with his powerful and emotional lyrics. He is a symbol of resilience, overcoming every challenge to become a legend. And the story of his birth marks an unforgettable moment of strength, much like the person he is today. On a winter morning in 1988, amidst the bone-chilling cold of Gaithersburg, Maryland, Robert Bryson Hall, an African father, was struggling with his haunted past. After years of battling drugs and alcohol, he had never escaped the shadows. Meanwhile, Mary Bryson Hall, his English-French mother, was also enduring the undercurrents of addiction, trying to regain herself through repeated failed attempts at rehab. Their meeting at a recovery center was the turning point that would change their lives. Their eyes met, and each saw in the other the unhealed scars, but also the hope. Together, they overcame their trials, and on January 22, 1990, Logic was born. The child carried within him the wonderful fusion of old scars and new hope, becoming a symbol of rebirth. 14. Zendaya, the explosive star with the power of unbelievable mixed blood. Zendaya, one of Hollywood's brightest stars, has captivated the world with her talent and unique charm. With her mixed heritage of African American and European descent, she is not only a symbol of harmony, but also a pioneer who breaks all boundaries. Her parents were the ones who broke down racial barriers to be together. In the fall of 1993, Oakland, California, saw a misty atmosphere before the rainstorm, where a fateful meeting took place between Kazembe Ajamu Coleman, an African-American man from Arkansas, and Claire Stormer, a white woman of German-Scottish descent. Kazembe, a strong man with a dark past, met Claire, an art teacher who was looking to connect with the world. A strange feeling, a fleeting glance, and they couldn't stop thinking about each other. Just a few months later, they married, and on September 1, 1996, Zendaya was born. A child embodying the fusion of two cultures, two completely opposite worlds. Her father passed on strength and resilience, while her mother instilled in her boundless creativity. Zendaya is not just a blend of two lineages. She is a symbol of the perfect union of things that seemingly could never harmonize. 15. Carmen Ejogo, the unusual mixed girl who combines strength and elegance. Carmen Ejogo, the alluring Hollywood star, carries an exceptional blend of Nigerian Yoruba and Scottish heritage. Born in London, she is a mix of two strong and contrasting cultures, a fusion that leaves everyone in awe. In the winter of 1971, during a torrential downpour in Kensington, Charlize Ejogo, a Nigerian man of Yoruba descent, stood silently with a book on African classical literature in his hands. He had just arrived in London, unfamiliar with the pace of life there, but his heart burned with a passion for Western culture and knowledge. Meanwhile, Elizabeth, a gentle Scottish woman working at a nearby library, noticed the bright light in Charles's eyes under the street lamp. Yes, just one glance, one brief moment, was enough for both to feel the magical intersection of two worlds. Not long after, on October 22, 1973, Carmen was born, a child with powerful blood from both her father and mother. She grew up carrying pride in the opposing cultural values she inherited, and these differences shaped Carmen Ejogo into a resilient, confident woman, always ready to face the challenges of life. 16. Amber Rose, a unique mixed blood born from a strange encounter between two worlds. Amber Rose, a name well known in the entertainment world, is a model, actress, and fashion icon with a strong personality. She carries within her mixed heritage of Irish, Italian, and Cape Verdean descent, blending different cultures to create a figure that the world cannot ignore. On a cold autumn evening in 1981, Michael Levanchuk, a free-spirited artist of Irish and Italian descent, walked into a small bar where artists gathered. His fair skin and strange eyes caught the attention of Dorothy Rose, a strong woman from Cape Verde and Scotland. Dorothy had just returned from Africa, carrying inspiring stories of resilience and hope. These two, from two different cultures, needed no words. Just one look, and a powerful connection was felt. They came together with pure sincerity, and on October 21, 1983, Amber Rose was born, a combination of freedom and creativity from her father, and resilience and strength from her mother. She grew up, inheriting unique traits from both her lineages, creating a symbol of the intersection between different cultures. 17. Pete Wentz, the rebel music star born from the fusion of African-Jamaican and European bloodlines. Pete Wentz, the famous singer from Fall Out Boy, carries within him a unique blend of African-Jamaican and European blood. He is the epitome of cultural diversity, embodying the fusion of two worlds that will never be separated. A symbol of the new generation, never conforming to any mold. And his parents' story is just as unconventional. In the summer of 1978, in a small room of a building in Chicago, two different worlds collided. Pete Wentz II, an African-Jamaican environmental lawyer, was attending a conference. His strong appearance and bright eyes reflected his resilience and passion for nature. Meanwhile, Dale Lewis, a senior advisor at the U.S. Department of Justice with German and English roots, attended with the authority of someone who had always fought for justice. On a rainy evening, they met by chance in the hotel courtyard where they were both on business trips. They exchanged thoughts on the world and the future. They never intended to merge those cultures, but this encounter led to the birth of Pete Wentz, a child with the powerful fusion of two distinct bloodlines. From this crossroads, he became a music star, a symbol of diversity and strength. 18. Gugu Mbatha-Raw, the mixed-race child who defied cultural boundaries. Gugu Mbatha-Raw, the actress known for her talent and stunning African-British mixed heritage, has firmly established herself as a true star. With her strong Zulu heritage from her father and the graceful elegance of her British mother, she has become a symbol of cultural diversity. In the summer of 1982, a hospital in Oxford marked the beginning of this miraculous story. Anne Raw, a British nurse, was busy with her duties while Patrick Mbatha, a Zulu doctor from South Africa, had just arrived at the hospital to work. On a rainy morning, their eyes accidentally met in the hospital corridor. Without words, the connection between their two vastly different cultures began to spark. Anne, with her ethereal beauty, and Patrick, a man with the strength of the Zulu people, were not just colleagues. They were two souls who found a miraculous harmony in their differences. Their love grew, and from this bond, Gugu was born, a child who was as strong as the Zulu and as refined as the British. Growing up between these two worlds, Gugu proved that this fusion not only creates harmony, but also nurtures a strong and exceptional personality. 19. Lauren London, the mixed-race child who defied all prejudices, shining in every role. Lauren London, the well-known screen star, carries within her the perfect blend of two bloodlines, African-American and Caucasian. This combination creates a unique beauty and strong personality, allowing her to stand firm in the entertainment world. But no one could have predicted the strange way her parents met. In the late 1980s, in the bustling atmosphere of Los Angeles, her mother, an African-American teacher, met her father, a white artist, at an art exhibition. Their first glance at each other was like two completely different extremes. She was full of energy, and he was quiet and introspective. Yet it was this contrast that created an unusual attraction. She, with her pain from a judgmental society, and he, with his desire to bridge cultural gaps, created a profound relationship built on understanding and love. This romance led to the birth of Lauren, a child who carried within her a powerful yet delicate blend of mixed blood. Growing up, Lauren not only embodied the harmony between two worlds, but also shone as an unforgettable film star. 20. Jessica Szohr, the mixed-race actress who evokes emotion in every role. Jessica Szohr is a prominent screen star, though not everyone knows she carries within her the blend of African and European heritage. In the early 1980s, in a cozy cafe in Menomonee Falls, her father, a strong African man, met her mother, a white woman with Hungarian, English, German, and Irish roots. Despite coming from two different worlds, they felt a strange harmony. He was a strict man, proud of his achievements despite adversity, while she was a model of determination, seeking change. Their meeting began as a casual conversation, but over time, it became the fusion of two cultures. Love didn't blossom immediately, but there was a deep mutual understanding where they wanted to create a more equal world. The result of this romance was Jessica, a child who embodied the perfect blend of two bloodlines, making her a unique figure in the entertainment world. 22. Madison Pettis, the mixed-race child who set an impressive career record. Madison Pettis, the young girl of African and European descent, is known for the perfect blend of her father's African-American heritage and her mother's artistic spirit from her white European roots in Italy, Ireland, and France. In Arlington, Texas, in the 1990s, on a hot summer afternoon, two completely different people met by chance at a cafe. Stephen Pettis, a strong African-American man with a heart full of passion and a desire to connect, and Michelle Pettis, a creative woman with a love for art and culture, began an unplanned conversation. Their story of cultural differences, family, and passion connected them in a strange way. Soon after, love blossomed, and from that love came Madison, a child who carried the magical blend of African and European heritage. Growing up, Madison became strong, confident, and always proud of her origins, inheriting both strength and refinement from both cultures. 23. Colin Kaepernick, the biracial man who took on the world. Colin Kaepernick, a symbol of the fight for human rights, stands out not only on the football field, but also for his controversial choices. With a mix of African and European heritage, his life has been marked by intense events, starting with the story of his birth. In the cold fall of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the love story of Heidi Russo and a man of African descent began. Heidi, a white girl of German and Italian descent working at a small cafe, met a captivating man whose eyes sparkled but never revealed much about himself. That meeting didn't just touch her heart. It changed the fate of Colin, the child she was about to have. When Heidi discovered she was pregnant, the man disappeared without a word. But Heidi didn't let the pain take over. She decided to raise the child on her own, even knowing that the child would grow up without a father and carry African blood. Colin, with his biracial heritage, was later adopted and loved by the Kaepernick family. He grew up with 3 cultures inside him, a legacy he could never forget. This blend of cultures created a resilient Colin, who stood up for justice and was ready to face the whole world. 24. Faith Evans, the unlikely love story behind a legendary singer. Faith Evans, a singer with a unique mix of African and European descent, made a strong mark on the music world with her captivating melodies and dramatic life story. Born in Lakeland, Florida, she drew global attention from the story of her parents' love. Imagine a hot summer morning at a riverside cafe in Lakeland. Helene Evans, a white girl of English descent, was living a peaceful life. But behind her eyes, there was a longing for change. And then he stepped into her life. Richard Swain, a talented African-American musician, mysterious and alluring. He came into the cafe, lost in his music, always maintaining an enigmatic silence. They met several times but never spoke to each other. After 10 such encounters, Helene decided to break the silence and invited him for coffee. Just like that, an unexpected love blossomed, and Helene carried a child with 2 heritages. Faith Evans was born, a child carrying the blend of music and culture from 2 worlds. Soon after, she became a symbol of musical fusion, growing up with melodies full of creativity and innate talent. 25. Cash Warren, the magical fusion of light and darkness. Cash Warren, an American film producer and assistant to director Tim Story on Fantastic Four and Taxi, is the son of a famous African-American actor and a white woman. With the combination of 2 different worlds, he is a testament to the erasing of boundaries, a complex fusion of 2 bloodlines. In early 1970s Los Angeles, when the flashbulbs and stage lights had dimmed, Michael Warren, a rising African-American actor, met Sue Naramore, a gentle yet strong-willed white woman working behind the scenes. Their first meeting backstage was marked by a shared gaze, a silent connection. It was just eye contact and gentle smiles, but they found each other in a chaotic world. Despite their cultural differences, they discovered a deep resonance in their conversations. Then, like many young lovers, Sue became pregnant, and the child would carry the bloodline of both light and darkness, 2 opposing worlds. On January 10, 1979, Cash Warren was born, the magical combination of a lasting love and an inseparable cultural fusion. And there you have it, 25 celebrities with biracial heritage you may not have known about. These individuals have not only broken down racial barriers, but also left unforgettable marks in history. From the very story of their birth, these tales are fascinating and hard to look away from. Which story surprised you the most? Leave a comment to share your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next video where we continue to unveil the secret stories behind the glitz and glamour of Hollywood.